What if the greatest threat to your heart isn't age, but a failure of circulation? We are taught to accept internal rusting as a natural part of growing old. But for 99% of human history, we didn't have prescription pads. We had signals. Today, I'm opening the Lost Pharmacy to reveal 15 forgotten foods that don't just help. They carry a molecular code to dissolve the arterial debris that modern medicine says is permanent. Number 1. Dandelion root. The common weed that Big Pharma hopes you keep spraying with poison. In the Lost Pharmacy, the dandelion root was never a nuisance. It was a systemic reset. Most people view heart health as a local issue. They are wrong. Your heart is the pump, but your liver is the filter. When that filter is clogged with 40 years of metabolic sludge, the pressure in your biological pipes skyrockets. The dandelion root carries a specific molecular command. It triggers the production of bile flow at a frequency modern drugs cannot replicate. This is your internal detergent. It signals the body to break down the hardened lipids and stagnant cholesterol that have been rusting your arterial walls since your youth. But the real tactical secret is its high potassium signal. Unlike synthetic diuretics that drain your energy and strain your kidneys, dandelion is a potassium-sparing flush. It keeps your electrical signals, your heartbeat stable and rhythmic, while it purges the excess fluid and sodium that cause your heart to swell. It is the foundation of the Lost Pharmacy because you cannot repair the pump until you clean the filter. It is the proof that the code for a 100-year heart isn't hidden in a lab. It's growing in the cracks of your sidewalk, waiting for you to remember. Number 2. Natto. The biological enzyme that Big Pharma spent decades trying to replicate in a lab. In the Lost Pharmacy of the East, natto is not just food, it is the clot breaker. Modern medicine treats blood clots like a crisis to be managed with aggressive chemical thinners. But the ancient code looks at the source, a protein called fibrin. Think of fibrin as the biological glue that turns your smooth, flowing blood into thick, dangerous sludge. As we age, our body loses the ability to dissolve this glue, leaving our arteries vulnerable to a sudden breach. Natto contains a unique enzyme called nattokinase. It is the only substance on Earth known to carry the specific molecular command to eat through fibrin without damaging your healthy blood cells. It is like a biological scavenger that patrols your vascular highways, dissolving the microscopic blockages before they turn into a stroke or a heart attack. But its tactical power doesn't stop there. Natto is the world's richest source of vitamin K2. While most people worry about calcium, they forget that calcium without a navigator is a poison. It ends up in your heart valves and artery walls instead of your bones. K2 acts as the biological traffic controller, grabbing that stray calcium and pulling it out of your arteries, reversing the calcification that makes your heart work twice as hard. It is a food that defies the modern narrative of uncloggable damage. It is a living reminder that the most complex vascular problems often have a simple, fermented solution that has been sustaining the world's longest living populations for over 1,000 years. Number 3. Pomegranate, the artery polisher. Ancient civilizations didn't call this the fruit of life by accident. They recognized it as a vascular shield. Modern cardiology focuses on lowering numbers, but the ancient code focuses on integrity. Your arteries aren't just pipes. They are lined with a delicate, living mesh called the endothelium. When this mesh is damaged by oxidative stress, it becomes sticky, allowing plaque to take root like barnacles on a ship's hull. The pomegranate carries a potent molecular signal known as punicollagens. These aren't just antioxidants. They are biosolvents that have been clinically shown to signal the body to reverse the thickness of the carotid arteries. It acts as a biological pressure valve, stimulating the production of nitric oxide, the gas that tells your blood vessels to relax, expand, and breathe. But its true tactical advantage lies in its ability to prevent LDL oxidation. Cholesterol itself isn't the enemy. It's when that cholesterol spoils or oxidizes that it becomes toxic to your heart. Pomegranate acts as a preservative for your blood, ensuring that your life force remains fluid and clean. It is a sacred remedy that proves the most powerful technology for heart health isn't found in a synthetic vial, but in the vibrant, crimson seeds of a fruit that has protected human circulation since the dawn of time. Number 4. Garlic, the Allison shock. Known in the ancient code as the slayer of monsters, garlic is the most aggressive cardiovascular signal in the lost pharmacy. Modern medicine attempts to manage blood pressure by manipulating your hormones, but garlic goes straight to the source, your nitric oxide pathways. The moment you crush a clove, you activate allicin, a volatile sulfur compound that acts as a biological breach protocol. It forces the smooth muscles of your blood vessels to relax instantly, dropping the resistance in your pipes and allowing your heart to pump with an ease it hasn't felt in decades. But garlic is more than just a vasodilator. It is a molecular scrubber. It targets the sticky signals in your blood, preventing platelets from clumping together into dangerous clots. While Big Pharma sells baby aspirin to thin your blood, garlic does it without eroding the lining of your stomach. It is a natural anticoagulant that maintains the perfect viscosity of your internal rivers. The tactical secret of garlic lies in its ability to reverse biological rusting. It lowers the levels of homocysteine, a toxic amino acid that acts like acid on your artery walls. By neutralizing this threat, garlic allows your vascular system to heal the microscopic scars where plaque would otherwise take root. It is a remedy so potent that ancient pyramid builders and Roman legionnaires used it to sustain their legendary endurance. It is the proof that the most powerful antibiotic for your heart is a humble bulb that has been standing guard over human health for over 5,000 years. Number 5. Turmeric. The molecular fireman. In the lost pharmacy, turmeric is the ultimate signal for quenching the hidden flame that modern medicine calls chronic inflammation. We are often told that cholesterol is the cause of heart disease, but the ancient code reveals a deeper truth. Cholesterol is only the bandage. The real enemy is the inflammatory alarm, NF-κB, that stays on in your arteries, creating the raw, damaged surface where plaque is forced to stick. Turmeric carries the command to flip that switch to off. Its active engine, curcumin, acts as a high-frequency biosolvent. It doesn't just mask the pain. It signals your DNA to stop producing the proteins that cause your blood vessels to swell and harden. It is a biological endothelial shield that restores the slick, non-stick surface of your internal pipes, making it impossible for metabolic debris to take root. The tactical secret to unlocking this power is the piperine bridge. When paired with the heat of black pepper, the absorption of this signal increases by 0%, allowing the turmeric to bypass your digestion and enter your deep circulation. Once there, it begins to stabilize your arterial walls, preventing the breach of unstable plaque that leads to sudden cardiac events. It is a golden remedy that has been the cornerstone of healing for 4,000 years. It is the proof that you don't need to manage your heart's decay. You need to extinguish the fire that is causing it. Number 6. Aronia, chokeberry, the endothelial shield. In the lost pharmacy, aronia is known as the most powerful biological ink for staining and repairing the damaged maps of your vascular system. Modern medicine often ignores the endothelium, the ultra-thin, microscopic skin that lines the inside of your heart and arteries. When this lining is shredded by high sugar and toxins, your vessels lose their ability to breathe. Aronia carries the highest concentration of anthocyanins ever recorded in a fruit, acting as a molecular patch for these microscopic wounds. This dark, bitter berry provides a vascular grip that forces your blood vessels to regain their elasticity. It is a biological ACE inhibitor, signaling your body to drop the tension in your pipes naturally, without the side effects of fatigue or dizziness. It doesn't just lower your numbers, it restores the spring to your arteries that you had 30 years ago. The tactical secret of aronia is its ability to neutralize superoxide, the most aggressive free radical that rusts your heart from the inside out. By quenching this spark, aronia prevents the biological scarring that leads to permanent hardening of the arteries. It is a resilient, astringent signal from the cold north, designed to keep the life force flowing in the harshest conditions. It is the proof that the deepest colors in nature hold the strongest codes for human survival. Number 7. Hawthorn berry, the heart's bread. In the lost pharmacy, hawthorn berry is the master architect of cardiac endurance, known for centuries as the only remedy that can feed a failing pump. While modern medicine uses beta blockers to force your heart to slow down, the ancient code uses hawthorn to make the heart efficient. It carries a unique molecular command that increases the force of your heart's contraction while simultaneously relaxing the peripheral blood vessels. It is the biological equivalent of upgrading your engine's horsepower while clearing the traffic on the highway. Hawthorn contains high-frequency flavonoids called proanthocyanidins. These compounds act as a vascular anchor, physically strengthening the collagen in your artery walls so they can withstand the pressure of your life force without stretching or tearing. It is the ultimate preventative against the silent ballooning of vessels that leads to aneurysms. The tactical secret of hawthorn is its ability to increase oxygen utilization. It signals the heart muscle to extract more energy from every breath you take, preventing the cardiac fatigue that leaves you breathless after a flight of stairs. It is a rhythmic stabilizer, smoothing out the misfires and palpitations that modern stress creates in our electrical system. It is a sacred, thorny guardian that has protected the hearts of Europe and Asia for millennia. It is the proof that your heart doesn't need to be forced into submission, it needs to be nourished back to its natural, unbreakable rhythm. Number 8. Buckwheat, rutin. The vascular patch. In the Lost Pharmacy, buckwheat is not a grain, but a high-performance seed designed to reinforce the very structural integrity of your circulation. Modern science focuses on what's flowing through the pipes, but the ancient code focuses on the pipes themselves. Over time, your capillaries and veins become brittle and leaky, leading to edema, bruising, and a weakened heart. Buckwheat carries the master signal of rutin, a bioflavonoid that acts as a biological rebar, strengthening the walls of every vessel in your body, from the massive aorta to the microscopic capillaries in your. Rutin acts as a viscosity regulator. It signals the blood to remain fluid, preventing the clumping of red blood cells that leads to sluggish circulation and cold extremities. By reinforcing the basement membrane of your vessels, it prevents the seeping of fluids into surrounding tissues, which is the primary cause of the swelling and heaviness that many mistake for simple aging. The tactical secret of buckwheat is its chiroinositol code. This rare compound signals your metabolism to stabilize blood sugar levels, preventing the caramelization of your blood, a process where excess sugar shreds the lining of your arteries like shards of glass. It is a rugged, earth-anchor food that has sustained the mountain populations of the East for thousands of years. It is the proof that the secret to a leak-proof vascular system isn't found in a synthetic patch, but in the resilient seeds of the earth. Number 9. Hibiscus. The biological thermostat. In the Lost Pharmacy, hibiscus is the master regulator of pressure, known as the cold fire that cools the heat in your blood. Modern medicine attempts to manage hypertension by forcing your kidneys to flush out water, often leaving you depleted and weak. But the ancient code uses hibiscus to send a dual signal. It acts as a natural ACE inhibitor, signaling your blood vessels to relax their grip, while simultaneously acting as a smart diuretic. It tells your body to release the excess sodium and fluid that create the surge, all while keeping your vital electrolytes, your electric heart, minerals perfectly balanced. Hibiscus is loaded with anthocyanins that carry a vascular reset command. It targets the stress hormones in your circulation, neutralizing the chemical spikes that cause your arteries to tighten during the day. It is the biological equivalent of opening a pressure release valve on a steam engine, allowing your heart to pump against a smooth, open highway rather than a brick wall. The tactical secret of hibiscus is its ability to lower uric acid. Modern science is finally catching up to what the ancients knew. High uric acid is a stiffening signal that turns your arteries into stone. By flushing this toxin, hibiscus keeps your vessels as flexible as a young vine. It is a vibrant, crimson remedy that has been the drink of pharaohs for millennia. It is the proof that you don't need to suppress your blood pressure, you need to restore the cooling balance that allows your system to breathe. Number 10. Ginger. The circulation pump. In the Lost Pharmacy, ginger is the primary thermal catalyst used to move stagnant energy and thaw the internal winter of poor circulation. Modern medicine uses blood thinners like aspirin to prevent clots, but at a high cost to your stomach and gut. The ancient code uses ginger to achieve the same fluidity signal naturally. It contains a high-frequency compound called gingerol, which signals your blood platelets to stay slippery and independent. It prevents them from chaining together into the dangerous blockages that cause sudden cardiac breaches. Ginger acts as a vascular heat map, It stimulates the vanilloid receptors in your blood vessels, triggering a systemic warming effect that forces the micropipes in your extremities to open. If you suffer from cold hands, cold feet, or a heavy heart, it is a sign that your circulation is retreating to the core. Ginger sends the command to reoccupy the periphery, ensuring that oxygenated blood reaches every cell in your body. The tactical secret of ginger is its anti-prostaglandin code. It shuts down the chemical messengers that cause your arteries to spasm and tighten under stress. By neutralizing these signals, ginger ensures that your blood flow remains a constant stream, rather than a turbulent, jagged surge. It is a pungent, electric root that has been the cornerstone of Vedic and Chinese survival for 5,000 years. It is the proof that the most effective way to protect the heart is to keep the fire of circulation burning bright in every corner of the system. Number 11. Cayenne pepper. The thermal reset. In the Lost Pharmacy, cayenne pepper is the emergency protocol, the fastest way to force open a closed system and jumpstart a stagnant heart. Modern science is terrified of heat, but the ancient code recognizes it as the ultimate biocatalyst. Cayenne contains a high-voltage compound called capsaicin. The moment it touches your tongue, it sends an immediate distress signal to your brain, which responds by releasing a massive surge of nitric oxide. This is the biological equivalent of a blast command, forcing every artery, vein, and capillary in your body to dilate and expand in seconds. Cayenne acts as a systemic flush. By rapidly increasing the velocity of your blood flow, it creates a scouring effect on your vessel walls. It carries the thermal energy needed to break the surface tension of arterial sludge, helping to sweep away the metabolic debris that has been settling in your valves for decades. It doesn't just move the blood, it accelerates the body's own waste removal process. The tactical secret of cayenne is its ability to balance fibrin. It signals the body to increase fibrinolytic activity, ensuring that your blood remains a smooth, liquid life force rather than a thick, clotting gel. It is the only remedy in the Lost Pharmacy that can simultaneously strengthen the heart's pulse while lowering the resistance it has to pump against. It is a fire key that has been used by traditional healers to stop cardiac events in their tracks. It is the proof that sometimes, to save the heart, you don't need a slow chemical, you need a lightning strike of biological heat. Number 12. Apple cider vinegar. The pH regulator. In the Lost Pharmacy, apple cider vinegar is the molecular descaler, the primary tool for dissolving the biological lime that turns your flexible arteries into rigid stone. Modern medicine views calcification as an irreversible death sentence for the heart, but the ancient code understands that calcium is only a threat when it is out of place. When your blood's internal environment becomes too heavy or alkaline, inorganic calcium drops out of the solution and sticks to your artery walls and heart valves, creating the stiffening that leads to high pressure and failure. Apple cider vinegar carries the acetic acid signal, which acts as a biological softener, helping to pull that stray calcium back into the blood where it can be utilized or flushed. It acts as a metabolic buffer. ACV signals the body to improve insulin sensitivity, preventing the sugar spikes that act like liquid sandpaper on your vessel walls. By stabilizing your internal chemistry, it stops the microscars from forming the very scars that act as the foundation for future plaque. The tactical secret of apple cider vinegar is its potassium bridge. It is one of the few substances that helps your cells unlock their potassium gates. This ensures that your heart's electrical rhythm stays clean and constant, preventing the jagged, irregular beats that occur when the system is bogged down by toxic waste. It is a fermented golden acid that has been used since the time of Hippocrates to thin the humors and purify the blood. It is the proof that the secret to youthful, elastic arteries isn't a complex drug, but a simple, ancient solvent that keeps your internal pipes clear of debris. Number 13. Black seed oil. The systemic regulator. In the Lost Pharmacy, black seed oil is whispered of as the remedy for everything but death, the ultimate master key for a compromised cardiovascular system. Modern medicine attempts to treat each heart symptom as a separate glitch, but the ancient code recognizes them as a single systemic failure. Black seed oil contains a high-frequency compound called thymoquinone. This is a biointelligence signal that scans your vascular environment. If your blood pressure is too high, it signals the vessels to relax. If your immune system is attacking your own artery walls, it signals the ceasefire. It acts as a lipid navigator. Black seed oil carries the molecular command to rebalance your internal fats. It doesn't just lower cholesterol. It prevents the oxidative breach, the moment where healthy fats turn into the rancid, sticky plaque that chokes your life force. It is a biological preservative for your blood, keeping your internal rivers clean and non-toxic. The tactical secret of black seed oil is its endothelial repair code. It stimulates the production of your body's own internal antioxidants, building a chemical firewall against the pollutants and sugars that modern life pumps into your veins. It reinforces the bioelectric integrity of your heart, ensuring the spark that drives your pulse remains strong and uninterrupted. It is a sacred oil found in the tombs of pharaohs and cited in the oldest medical text on earth. It is the proof that the most complex metabolic shield isn't a modern invention. It is an ancient, concentrated essence designed to keep the human engine running for a century. Number 14. Walnuts. The elasticity code. In the Lost Pharmacy, walnuts are not merely a snack. They are biological gears designed to maintain the flexible tension of your entire vascular highway. Modern medicine is obsessed with the clog, but the ancient code focuses on the stretch. Your heart is only as healthy as your arteries are flexible. When your vessels become stiff and glass-like, every heartbeat becomes a high-pressure collision. Walnuts carry the highest plant-based frequency of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically alpha-linolenic acid. This is the biological lubricant that embeds itself into your cell membranes, ensuring your artery walls remain as supple as a young vine. They act as a nitric oxide catalyst. Walnuts are rich in L-arginine, an amino acid that signals your body to exhale on a cellular level. This command forces the inner lining of your pipes, the endothelium, to produce the gas that tells your vessels to widen and give, instantly reducing the workload on your heart muscle. The tactical secret of walnuts is the polyphenol armor. The thin, bitter skin of the walnut contains a high-density shield of antioxidants that prevent LDL cholesterol from becoming weaponized. By stopping the oxidation of fats before they touch your vessel walls, walnuts prevent the sticky trap from ever being set. It is a brain-shaped seed that ancient healers knew held the secret to the body's most vital connections. It is the proof that the code for a resilient, ductile heart is found in the high-density fats that keep your internal infrastructure from becoming brittle with age. Number 15. Lemon peel. The bioelectric reinforcement. In the Lost Pharmacy, the lemon peel is far more valuable than the juice it is the structural glue for a crumbling vascular system. Modern medicine ignores the leaky pipe syndrome, but the ancient code recognizes that weak, porous vessels are the primary cause of internal rusting. While the juice provides the acid, the peel contains the flavonoid signal, specifically a compound called diosmine. This is a vascular tone command. It physically tightens the mesh of your veins and arteries, preventing the ballooning and sagging that leads to varicose veins and a sluggish, overworked heart. The lemon peel acts as a capillary shield. It contains high-density limonene, a molecular solvent that carries a degreasing frequency. It signals the body to break down the microscopic layers of fatty film that coat your vessel walls, allowing your cells to finally breathe and exchange nutrients again. It is the biological equivalent of scrubbing the biofilm off the inside of a water pipe. The tactical secret of the lemon peel is its vitamin P bioflavonoid code. This isn't just an antioxidant, it is a potentiator. It signals your body to lock vitamin C into your tissues, creating a biological rebar of collagen that reinforces the endothelial firewall. It ensures that your pipes don't just stay clear, but stay strong enough to handle the high-pressure surges of a stressful life. It is a bright signal of purification, used by the ancients to thin the blood and clear the humors. It is the final proof in the Lost Pharmacy that the most potent protection for your heart is often found in the plays. Very part of the fruit that the modern world has forgotten to value. You've been told that your heart is a ticking time bomb. I'm telling you it's a self-healing machine that has been starved of the right code. Which of these 15 signals will you start today? Tell me in the comments, I read them all. If you want to reclaim your biological sovereignty, subscribe. Our next video will decode the dementia code and how to stop your brain from shrinking.